I received this letter from a doctor based in Dubai. He's an Indian doctor, and obviously he has asked me to keep his name anonymous. All right. This is a letter that he has sent me, and I'm going to read it out to you, which primarily outlines maybe racism against Indian doctors or non Western doctors in UAE. I'll leave it for you guys to decide. The letter is divided into four parts, that is, the job market, the salary issues, and migration tips that he has given. He has been in UAE for quite a substantial number of years. So I'll read it out to you, and you let me know what do you think. All right. So here we go. He says, "Hi, Loy. I watch your videos on YouTube. I'm a doctor working in Dubai since, mention the years, I'll keep it confidential. And I found that my salary has been reduced since 20, that is a couple of years ago. All right. I would like you to research and talk on this channel if you find this topic interesting." Okay. So he primarily states this is what he states. First one is UAE a good destination for doctors in 2025? A closer look at the job market. To a greater extent, the UAE medical job market is becoming saturated, especially in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. This is very true because almost every new doctor who graduates is always looking for a good quality of life. He wants to provide not only for himself or his family. So the assumption is, if I get a good footing right from the get go, then sky's the limit with more experience. Little do they know that in UAE it is based on the business earnings and your viability of earning more income. And most of the time, this is from a personal friend of mine who worked under someone. Once they find that you're profitable, you're the goose that lays golden eggs. They're not going to let go of you. And if you try to let go, they will try to make life difficult for you. And if you try to open up a business, let's say you want to be independent, you have enough number of clients who know you and have a goodwill, they will seriously make legal issues for you. I have personally known one guy who, very good doctor, very talented, very gifted. People loved him. His employer tried to make problems for him, which took around, I think, 5 to 6 years of his life. But eventually he succeeded, and today he is very well to do, extremely. Okay. So, like I always say, do your due diligence and find out if what I say is true or false. So yeah, the market is saturated, especially Dubai, Abu Dhabi, primarily for general practitioners, GPs, non-surgical specialties, and young doctors. So what is causing the saturation? One is a high supply of doctors. The UAE has been a massive influx of doctors from India, Pakistan, Egypt, Philippines, and even Western trained professionals all get attracted by tax free income, modern infrastructure, and a better quality of life. Private sector dominance, most healthcare jobs are in the private clinics or hospitals where profit margins often dictate salary caps, which is very true. See, a private clinic is what? It's a business. They're looking to make money. In fact, let me tell you something that will surprise you even more. Nowadays, even hospitals, they are looking to make money because it's a profit center. It's not, if they start giving you advice where you will be in good health and you can maintain it, they lose money. Even the pharmaceutical industry, if they tell you the right way to get rid of cancer, blood pressure, diabetes, the most common disease, even cholesterol or, any normal disease, if they give you the model of how to prevent this, how do they make money? How do they sell billions of dollars worth of medicines? How do they, pay their shareholders? So the name of the game is, I need you to be sick so that you need my services, so that I can sell you medicines, so that I can make money. Remember, for example, very simple fact: diabetic medicine is some of the most expensive in the world. even though it should be cheaper. I mean, just check the cost of the insulin pens, and you'll have enough and more to surprise you. Then he also mentions that GPs are general practitioners, and the younger doctors are used as insurance gatekeepers before parents can see a specialist, where their role is repetitive and sometimes undervalued. And not only that, they keep these doctors just to figure out how they can give you some extra tests, how they can make you sign some extra paperwork. You have insurance, very good. Then we can give you a battery of additional tests so that we can make some money. In fact, if you Google search Loy Machedo, doctors, horror stories, they actually have meetings in bigger hospitals, meetings with the CEO and the other doctors, where they actually openly speak. Okay, how can we, uh, you know, give him an additional surgery? How can we amputate his finger or his arm? They actually discuss ways and means where they can infect a body part so that they can form additional medical, requirements. They consider a human being like a piece of meat, which every time you cut, slice, chop, it's extra money. You don't have to believe a word I say. Just see how you can figure out or make a friend who's a doctor and ask them to open up to you. You, whether you want to believe it or not, hospitals have become profit centers. Remember, if you are sick, then they make money. It's a very simple logic. If you're sick, I make money. If you're well, if you have good health, I I can't make any money. Who will come to the doctor if they are good health? So, like, there are these YouTube channels, Dr. Fong, Dr. Eric Berg, or Stenberg. They are actually shadow banned by YouTube because they promote good health by just fasting and eating healthy. And I have managed to heal so many problems I had in my body: bad knees, lower back pain, cholesterol, blood pressure, diabetes, even this one, what do you call that? I had, uh, they suspected I had cancer and tumor cells. I got rid of all of it. How did I do that? Simple. I didn't take medicines. I just followed a protocol of intermittent fasting, and healthy eating. Doctors they will never tell you this. Why? Because, like, how do they make money, man? So, and yeah, if you have insurance, they can reimburse for all the additional fees that they put up. So remember that much. It's a business. Even insurance companies, if you take the insurance, they make money. So they don't want you to claim it. They want you to pay for it and never claim. Then they're happy. Active license holders, available jobs. Many doctors clear DHA/DOH exams and then struggle to find well-paying jobs, giving the employers the upper hand. It's a very simple policy of economics, that is, excess supply and limited demand. And in case you want to know what is the full form is DHA is Dubai Health Authority. This is the governing body for healthcare professionals and services within the Emirate of Dubai. MOH is the Ministry of Health, and MOHAP, that is Ministry of Health and Prevention, which regulates healthcare in several emirates, including Sharjah, Ras Al Khaimah, Ajman, Fujairah, and Al Quwain. DOH is the Department of Health, Abu Dhabi. This is the regulatory authority for healthcare professional services in the Emirate of Abu Dhabi. It was previously HAAD, Health Authority of Abu Dhabi. Also, one more thing that you need to know is you can't just start operating in Ras Al Khaimah and then think, okay, I'll go to Sharjah, then, okay, I'll go to Dubai, then I'll go to Abu Dhabi. Each and every time you change an emirate, you'll have to redo your paperwork, redo the exams. It's not at all easy. How I know is because I had a very senior doctor friend of mine. He wanted to move from one particular emirate to the apping place in Dubai or Abu Dhabi. He had good offers. He just realized he has to do all this paperwork, all the exams, everything again. So you're literally trapped once you sign the dotted line. Okay, how this affects salaries? GP salaries and juniors, they start from the range of 10,000, goes up to 15. where before it used to be 25 to 30,000. So it's actually halved. And there's this different salary structure for Indian doctors or Asians, Western doctors, and Emirati doctors. So based on your nationality passport, you are decided what package you will get, which is true. It is not a secret. It's there in the Middle East. They always consider white to be, I don't know, superior. And yes, as citizens, they have to give VVIP treatment. So the ones who are left in the bottom half is, especially India, where you have the highest population in the world. So there's a over excess population supply. Most employers offer incentive based models, revenue sharing. Yeah, so that is incentive enough. Get them sick, get them to take more tests, get them to do more paperwork, get them to come more frequently. Then we make money. Then you can also make money. They have like, basic salary and commission. Specialists command better pay, which is true. Dermatology, orthopedic, OB-GYN, radiology. But now they're seeing a trend uh, which is going downwards unless there is a high demand field. So, what are the common issues reported by doctors, especially Indians? Long working hours, split shifts, so you hardly get time to spend with your family, which is very true. Low base salary, which they package it by, okay, we'll pay you very good commissions. So that pressurizes them to ensure that people are sick and they keep coming back again and again. Leading, and sometimes if the clinic is not popular or there are not many people coming, you get zero commission. High pressure to generate revenue or you face termination. No permanent contracts, so there are no benefits and no long-term prospect growths. And they can even prevent you, like I said, from leaving, putting a ban, putting legal issues, and preventing you to starting your own practice. That's the biggest one. So if you plan to migrate to UAE, first is negotiate hard. Don't accept the first offer letter. Many employers keep bargaining, especially Indian business owners. They believe in they they kind of enjoy this bargaining process, and they think that's the way the culture is. Choose employers wisely. Larger hospital groups, Mediclinic, NMC, Aster may offer stability, but tend to be very corporatish and don't think that you can leave them way too easily. I had made a video on one particular hospital that not only gives you lesser income, it also destroys your life, literally. I, you'll have to search. I don't know what. Well, it was not NMC. It is, I think, GMC or GMC. Just Google search, you'll find. There were doctors who are my friends who actually worked there. They made life hellhole for them. So just Google search Loy Machedo, doctors, India in UAE. You'll get it. And yeah, some of the stories are very graphic and disturbing. Look outside Dubai, Abu Dhabi, consider smaller Emirates like Sharjah, Ajman, or Ras Al Khaimah for better work life balance, lesser competition. Then, if you're looking at that, also be prepared, they'll pay you less. Okay. And one very big thing which he has not mentioned is uh, an, if an Emirati doesn't like your service or feels you have not done a good job or just out of pure spite decides to complain against you, it can destroy your career. I can openly challenge you on this. Be careful if it's an Emirati client or customer. They can just put up any alleged false story. He touched me inappropriately. He tried to do this. He was rude to me. They will start an investigation, and that can mess up your life. Consider dual multi-licensing, holding a DHA, which I told you is DHA, MOH, and DOH license. So you get more opportunities, and that is by Health Authority, then Ministry of Health and Prevention, and Department of Health in Abu Dhabi. So, and yeah, if your primary goal is high, stable income, UAE is not as attractive in 2025 as it was 5 to 10 years ago, especially young doctors and GPs. For specialist and niche services, it can be lucrative, but now it's becoming increasingly hard and competitive. If you're focused on income stability and you want to call a country home, It's better to go to Australia, Canada, or US. The entry process is longer and harder, but life is better. But yeah, also keep in mind a lot of Indian doctors have been caught with fake credentials, fake educational degrees, fake qualifications. So they don't have a very high opinion of Indian education, Indian doctors, even nurses. And be very careful of scammers. Plenty of people. You can see documentaries from BBC World where doctors and nurses, where they take the money, promise them sun, moon, and stars, only to leave them in a limbo. Just imagine after spending, 15, 20 years of education, spending your parents' full lives, whatever they've saved, and then you have to struggle like this. And for many doctors who keep putting gel on their hair and dressing up like bling and thinking it's a hotshot job, it is a thankless job where you have to work like a dog. And remember, it is service to humanity, service to mankind. So if you're looking at butchering human beings and making profit out of their suffering, fine. Uh, that's your lookout. But otherwise, it's a very tough field. If you're really going to give your heart, your soul, and that Hippocratic oath, I don't know, whatever that is, plan to be a good guy, it's not an easy job. I know doctors who have worked 20, 24-hour shifts where they literally stand and fall asleep, or some of them just sleep in the hospital on the hospital floor. I know of such doctors. So you can say goodbye to work-life balance. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share. Thanks to the individual who sent me this. And let me know if you think I'm right or wrong. Love to hear from you. This is me signing off. You guys take care.